Hello and welcome back to Death Stranding, where we've got a car, we also have a bike, and we are able to repair some roads. We did probably the most important game mission last time, where we delivered a pizza, and yeah, apparently the road we built has been used by a lot of people, and I've received a lot of likes. Jeezy Pete's 1200 likes. Cool. That aside, what am I planning to do today is the question. Because what we could do is head all the way down here and try making more roads. Which I don't think I would be against. I'd quite like to do that. The game, I think, wanted me to go to some kind of distribution centre somewhere. Can't quite remember. All I know is the game currently wants me to pick up an order, so I'll do that. Yeah, make criticisms if you want, that's fine. Go back to the old one if it's better.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, terminal, what do we want? We probably just want to take on an order. Share locker. And claim cargo. Right, a whole bunch of lost cargo. Cargo for me specifically is some ceramics and metal. I could take these with me, honestly. If I carry those on my back briefly, I can stick them in on the... This looks like I'm wheelchair bound. I can get that. I can get that. I mean, I'm not going to be getting a new version for a while, but I can see what you mean. Would you prefer it standing? Like just an upper torso? What would you change about it? So I'm curious. I don't know much about PNG tubers and such. Because, yeah, I don't watch a lot of streamers. At least live. I watch like YouTube VODs of stuff. Yeah, we will be doing a prototype bot delivery, apparently. Okay.
We've prepped a prototype bot for transport. Now you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out there.
A lot tend to be standing, sitting doesn't feel right. Okay, okay. However, if I wanted it to look comfortable, and like be holding a controller, because that is something I was hoping to have for it design-wise, I feel holding the controller while standing would look a bit odd. No? Or am I overthinking it? Because I was wanting it to look kind of comfortable and cozy. Right? Like, I guess I could have gone for a different angle or it's sitting kind of face on with everything. But I don't think I wanted to look face on. I think I wanted to look at the side towards the game. Was at least my thought process for it. Because I mean, what I could do, if it's just a chair that you're not very happy with, is I could do is grab the whole thing. And I can just shift them that way. There's now less chair being shown. Is that better? Do you prefer it like that? I'm curious for any kind of inputs. I mean, unless... I guess. I think I prefer it being sat down and looking more comfortable. But I can see your point. I can see your point. I'm not going to just ignore your point either. Because that would be rude. I'm not convinced this cargo did anything, so I'm not going to bother making another one of these. I don't think we need the smoke emitting thing. Don't think it makes a difference. Fair. Would I want a second one of you? I think I would. I'd like the ability to make both a watchtower and a charging tower. Fabricate all of them. Nothing needs to go onto my bike. Can I store that in the online garage? No. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know how you put it into the online one for other people to take. I'm just going to assume people could if they wanted. Yeah, carry this on my back. Carry that on my back. That one by hand. Yes. The game has crashed. Lovely. We will launch it again. We will launch it again. My character bald and Professor Xavier. Yeah, no. I do get what you mean, Secker. I think if I was going for a more animated character, rather than just a flat PNG, because if I shut up, my thing's not going to move like at all aside from blinking. But I think if I had like a looping GIF or something, and I could cycle between a few of those instead, I think that I could go for, because then you'd have a bit more movement. If that makes sense anyway. Because if I could have him standing and moving around a bit more, that makes sense. But I don't want it to be moving around tons. It's just sat in a chair. Or at least that's my take on it. As I wait for the game to relaunch. Okay, game is hopefully going to behave itself this time. We'll see. No, like, I do appreciate the criticism of it. Like, any kind of opinions I will take into account. Because I will be getting other ones in the future.
Beginning scan.
Because current plans are... I like this one for more kind of chill, casual streams. I will have probably a point redemption to go back to previous kind of more chibi-styled one. And then I plan to probably get one commissioned with the maid outfit, which I do think would be standing. So that would be a thing to keep in mind for future plans, at least. We'll see when that happens. It's a case of it is expensive commissioning stuff, so I don't want to be really doing it too often. I can skip all of this because we heard him before. I think if I did commission the maid outfit one, then I'd probably want to get a better idea set up in my mind as to what I want for a PNG tuber. So this one was still a little pricey to commission, but not too expensive in terms of actual PNG tuber things. It's more to test the waters of something different. See how I feel about it, because so far I am liking it. I do think I prefer it to the chibi one, but it just feels more, I want to say cozy and welcoming, if that makes sense. So I feel the chibi one's fine, but it wasn't exactly the most, at least not in my mind, not the most immediately relatable, in that it looks less human. I did want to take stuff from the shared locker. All of that stuff that I took before has disappeared from the shared locker, hasn't it? Lovely. Well, isn't that great? I would want to take some metal. carry it on my back briefly. We would want some ceramics. Okay, confirm. We're going to go take all of this very quickly around and put it into my truck. I mean, what I could do is make the kind of Discord server and people there more involved in the design process whenever I get other kind of PNG tuber models. I'd be down for that. Like, make polls for various things. Of course, I would get the final say, but just get opinions on stuff. So that could be a fun way to kind of involve everyone. I don't know. It's stuff to contemplate for in the future, I think. Anyway, I would like to load that onto the vehicle. I would like to load this onto the vehicle. And that's now a whole bunch of just equipment in the car. Use the vehicle, and we are fine to drive or no? We are fine to drive. Well, let's get going. I will probably drop some waypoints, but I think we're mostly following a road, so we should be fine. Yeah, so if I just stop briefly. That is displayed as cargo in the share locker. Wow, thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate you telling me. I think I've got enough stuff to deliver. I'm not going to be taking any more. Remove all markers. I would like to plot a path. I want to go follow the road down to here. Go over to this bit. Go down over here. Over there. And then to you. That's the plan. So we do ideally want to get down there. I don't know if we can stock up the auto paver and if it'll take us by. So we're stopping there first. So with that, I think we are following the road. Not like 100% certain. I think we are. I will boost just because it's quicker and I'm patient. Mules are scanning me, but I doubt they can do anything, can they? Like, if I've got a road, what are they going to do? Unless I fall off. We've got ladders leading up. Cool. Maybe stop boosting for a second as I go past this. I don't trust myself in corners yet. I don't know quite how well this vehicle handles. What I do know is that bridge down there seems a little redundant when I've got this big road bridge. Although, it might charge vehicles when you pass over. So far, I'm liking this, and what exactly is that? Is that a vehicle charging bay? Hang on a second. Wait, I'm on a power grid when I'm on the road. Right. Thank you for telling me that, game. You know what? I don't need to charge at all. We're just doing fine. If it's about to rain, we do want to speed up. I don't know if you have BTs on the roads. I'd imagine they're safe. But I couldn't say for certain. Couldn't say for certain. Yeah, it is raining. I'm assuming that's probably bad for the road in general, but I don't think the game's going to care. This is lovely having a road. I can understand you have fast travel, but if you can just go along a road that's powered. This is far more convenient. Because you can just take any amount of cargo with you. Is that an offshoot towards the engineer? Or craftsman, sorry. Yeah. This road is brilliant. I am 100% making these whenever I can. The fact that it charges me while I'm going means I can just boost on the road infinitely. At least up until I get to this auto paver.
Stretch my legs.
Hello, auto paver. Can I interact with you, please? I built it with materials they gave me. So, kind of? I built it for free? I don't know. Rebuild roads. It has already been rebuilt. Right, it does have a durability. They're not willing to build more roads going ahead. Someone else built all of this, did they? I thought this is the road I built last time. Are you sure it's not just the auto paver they built? 'Cause I swear I built all of that, did I not? Or, no, there's other auto pavers on the way. Right, okay. So these are all segments of roads someone else has built and I've just gotten up to this point. Right, okay, that is, yeah, incredibly lucky. I mean, I would have probably spent most of the day building roads if I could.
Let's roll.
I'll also check quickly, how good is my truck doing? 76% durability. Well, from here, if I quickly remove all markers, I want to get over there. So from here, follow the riverside. That ladder might get in the way, but I'm going to say go over here. And then to there. And that's my plan. I think it's a decent kind of path to take. It feels like there's somewhat of a road here. Is that another auto paver? What's this? Is that an auto paver? I've brought materials for a reason. If it is, I'm building more road, even if it's only tiny bits. I mean, it says it is. How much do you need? You need quite a lot. Jeez peeps. I mean, I can make a few extra, like, trips back and forth if need be. Because now I know this exists, I'm a lot happier with doing that. Right. So there's going to be more of these as I go on. Little auto paver is happy.
Just so you know, Sam, bistro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
There are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see what they are.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the craftsman quickly. And I'm just going to load up on a whole bunch of materials. So craftsman isn't far back. I can quite happily grab some stuff from him. You know, I got incredibly lucky having all of this pre-built for me by somebody else. Like, what on earth were the chances? I mean, I'd imagine chances of getting one piece of road is relatively high, but getting all of them? I don't know. just here. Make sure I turn around slightly. There we go. That's a decent enough parking job. Some of those claimed materials I have donated, apparently. Brilliant. I would like some materials. How much do you have to spare? You have plenty of metals. Probably just take a whole bunch. But I can check the map first, can't I? I think it was about 400 metal. Structure upgrades. Right. Yesterday someone caught a friend of yours 7 years ago. I mean, I think people are still playing. Who knows? What is a generator? That's my generator. Okay. But I care about... I mean, it's not marking any other auto pavers. This one requires 300 metal, 200 ceramic. I can do that. I will then take extra as well, just to be safe. Yes. Can I mark this as multiple? No, I can't. Well, how many do I require? I can take it in batches. Right, okay. Take... I'm gonna say... 2 of them. I'm gonna say 2 of them. I'm gonna say 1 of these. And then wanted some ceramics. It was 300 ceramics, I believe. Which isn't a number we can nice and tidily do. Alright. I think the cleanest I could do that is probably just giving him this. So I'm going to take a couple of them and call it a day, because that's all of their materials they're willing to spare. That should presumably be fine. If I carry a whole lot of this on my back, and carry some by hand briefly as well. Offload this other stuff, we can pick it up in a second and then just transfer it. Just hope it puts it in a normal place. Yeah, back out of there. That's just on the ground. Brilliant stuff. Let's turn around somewhat carefully. Hello, vehicle. Have all of this ceramics and metal. Give you those, give you those. Load onto the vehicle. Lovely. I would then like to pick up the rest of these. Apparently, you do not want to be carried on my back. So I'll carry you by hand. That's fine. I'm hoping the truck can carry all of this. I'm assuming it can. If it can't, I'll just redonate it. Hold on to the vehicle. Confirm. If I parked closer, I mean, how much closer? Like literally on the doorstep? Closer? I do get what you mean. I'll try that in the future. But for now, this is fine. The vehicle is allegedly too heavy. In which case... carry you by hand. It said I'm not allowed to use the vehicle when I approached. If I drop this on the floor, I can still use the vehicle. Okay. Can I, if I put this in, used vehicle. I'm assuming so. It's just the 400 is a bit much. Can I use a vehicle? It does let me. If I go up here. I'm assuming it's just too heavy. Yeah. Says I am exceeding their weight limit. So I'll donate this back. Do I need to like be holding it when I activate the terminal? Maybe. But it keeps wanting to put it down rather than activate the terminal. Recycle? I'm assuming it's just mentioned as on the ground. Yeah, recycle that. Confirm. Yeah, that does make sense. I think I did see that before in the back of the truck, but I appreciate you pointing it out. Is it related to space then? As well as weight? Possibly. Anyway, for now, that is all the materials we need, and a little extra in case we need it down the line. So I mean, it doesn't hurt to carry a bit extra materials. It's worth just being a little on the safe side. We do not need to stop and charge, because some lovely person has made a road for us. I would imagine though this road can disappear between sessions, like next time this might not be here. The fact that for now it is, I'm quite happy. So yeah, let's just continue making this road as we go along. I'm hoping it takes me over those rocks over there, which seem they would not accommodate a truck otherwise.
Stretch my legs.
Yes, got to stretch my legs. Hello. I have brought you many a gift, Autopaver. I have brought you that. I've brought you this. I have brought you this. That exceeds it. It was 200 euros, not 320, but it's good enough. I can afford to waste a little. Yeah, excess material will be lost. Gets me a whole bunch of likes. More importantly, it gets me a room. And hopefully doesn't pave over my truck. There you go. Look at that. So it seems that little white line indicates where a road starts and finishes, and from that scene, it was pretty much this whole bridge was a segment of road that someone built. Hell yeah, more road. I don't have enough materials, collecting drop materials, and yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, game, for telling me basic knowledge. I'll be honest, it's not a good road. I hoped at least they would have built it a little farther, you know? Is that the next one over there? I think it is. Right. Well, can I make it any farther in my truck?
Still got it.
Because I don't think I fancy dropping down there. I'm just seeing if there's any decent paths I could take. I think my best idea might be going and crossing that bit of river down there. Which... does that involve a mule? Yeah, there's a man down there. There's a mule post box. Okay. So be a little careful of this area. We have a post box, we don't have an outpost, so I'm not expecting it to be too busy. Next auto paver is here. I would like to get to it. It needs a lot of materials. This seems like a community effort, not something I'm expected to do myself. Would I be willing to leave my truck here? Or would I want to take it with me? I think I'm going to take it with me. However, I could see the bike being useful because I could potentially use this as a ramp to make a jump. I don't believe this car has the ability to do a big old jump over anything at all. I don't think it's quick enough. It's also not got a jump button, I don't think. What I'd like to contemplate doing though is getting down there. Is there a nicer drop that I can take? This looks a little friendlier. I'm not convinced I'm getting back up.
Wonder if anyone's watching.
Just be a little careful. Drive over. It is very deep water. I can make my way over. Now we can just go along the coast. I do see the mule up ahead. I'm aware of him. That's what I'll do. Is I'm going to park my truck. I am then going to go over to the lovely weapon, not that one. The level 2 is for special occasions. A level 1 bowler gun. If I walk slowly, I keep doing a few pings, make sure there's not anyone too dangerous. And I clear out a few of these guys. I would then like to use my truck to move over to harm. I could salvage some extra metals and such from these people. I'm about to be pinged. I'm aware of this. However, I can see this man and I'm ready. I've not seen anyone else. Just be aware he can throw a weapon at me. I missed. Okay. He is down. I'm seeing someone else in the distance. Do you need a kick? You do. There you go. Seeing red flicker a bit closer than I'd expected, just here. If I get it around his head, I think that does knock him out. Yes, it does. Headshots knock people out. There's definitely at least one more. Two more that I'm seeing with the ping. We can go to them. We don't need to wait. There's a post box up ahead anyway. Got plenty of weapons. He's not running towards me. Please come towards me, my friend. There we go. He found me. Did I get his head? I don't know if I quite did. No. Got more people. There's two of them. Give you a good old kick. That over there's got a glowy blue bit, but I don't think that means anything other than his cargo is there. Be ready. And fire. He was lower down than I thought. That's fine. Got his head. His head is probably meaning he's unconscious. Yep. You look like you're getting ready to throw something. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Is that it? No, there's someone over there. Would I just kill him if I knock him out in the water? Let's see. This feels like a mean thing to do. But I don't know if I mind. Yeah, no, stop prompting me to go knock him out. I think he's dead. I think I've killed the man. Lovely. Wasn't convinced you'd be able to do that in this game. But this really slows their approach. I don't know if we're looking for shallow water to walk through, but... No, I think we're just looking for alternate paths. Got one there. We got another one. We're running a little low on ammo, but we are doing a thing. With him gone, we have killed several men. I think those two are definitely dead. We don't have icons over them. Those ones are just unconscious. Oh no, if I get closer. No, they're alive. They're alive. You know what? Maybe I'm not some kind of psychopath. Maybe I'm not. Anyway, I will go grab my car, I think. I can, for now, unequip this. Yeah, like my truck, and then I'm going to go steal stuff from their post box. I can quite happily grab, like, some metals to bring with me on my way. It's only 50, so it's not a lot, but it's something. It's something. Slow down slightly here because the train's a little off for navigating. Hello, truck. I won't bother opening the cargo menu. Just because we're about to put more cargo in, it seems counterproductive to put 50 in now and then however much more we find in a second in later. I'm assuming if I left my vehicle near them, they would actually, like, steal it from me. I'm not certain, but it would make sense. For now, I've taken the metals from that guy. Got a climbing anchor, we've got more metals. Just stop off here. Should be close enough we can transfer stuff from the post box. I'm transferring stuff anyway, grab these metals. Because we need a lot of stuff. I appreciate the game telling me I can throw cargo. I figured it out a while back that I could. I just don't think it's very useful. Right, new bowler gun. I would actually take that. This needs to go to the craftsman. This needs to go to the elder. Not bothered doing the elders. That's a real pain to get done. You might give me something good, but I don't know if I can be bothered. Transfer you to the truck. I can transfer you to the truck. My bowler gun, level 1. You can be offloaded. You only have 4 shots left. Then this bowler gun. This I would like to put on my tool rack. There we go. Confirm. I would imagine, because we came from further out that way, there is likely to be more that I can get in terms of like another post box somewhere out there. So I'm gonna go have a look. I understand this thing has limited battery, but I can just abandon it, worst case scenario, and come back later once I'm able to build stuff in the area. I'm not going through particularly deep water. I am avoiding water altogether if I can. I'm going to grab his metals, however. Yeah, we've got little buoyancy aids. I'm glad they make sure you're not killing people. I should also auto-arrange a cargo I've got on my back, 'cause it's looking a little funky. Load those onto the vehicle, auto-arrange, confirm. There we are. I mean, I don't think our Sam Bridges here would actually kill a man, would he? He's not allowed to. I'm not scanning any more post boxes, weirdly. So you know what, I am just going to head straight for that auto paver. I feel there will 100% be more out there. If I'm not picking them up from a distance, I'm not really bothered to go hunting. Soldier face down in the water and they die. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I would like to cross around here to get over. I'm not the most comfortable with this river crossing, but it's the best we've got. Pick up the more metals on my way as well. Because we need lots of these. I'm going to be rebuilding American road infrastructure. Metals and apparently ceramics go into it. Not any resin. I would have thought there'd be a little bit of resin. For like rubber or something of that nature. But apparently not. Apparently not. For now, load you onto the vehicle. I need to make sure I remember to confirm. I mostly have remembered to just do the confirm button today. I'm proud of myself. That's something I normally will always forget, but I mostly remember it. Right, crossing over here. I'll be honest, I'm not fancying my prospects as much as I did from a distance. Do I want to cross back over? I might do. This thing is eating through battery whenever I go through that water. Not happy about it, but I don't think I get an option of doing otherwise. That is where I want to head for. This little stretch of water here. Can I make it all the way through the water and into that building? I hope so. I'm not certain. Yeah, battery's running out. I think we've about got it. We've about got it. Because I should be able to charge my vehicle once I'm over here and have it connected.
Still got it.
However, how would I get up there with all of my stuff? I think I need to make a separate delivery up there. So what I might do, just to save time, is leave my truck here. Because I will need to build something to charge it regardless. And I will need to come... Yeah, that water is a bit deeper than I thought it'd be. I do need to backtrack to here to then go up there and put my stuff into paver. I think first ladder time. Can I ladder over this? Yeah, just about. I'll build it off to the side so I can still use my car through this small stretch as well. Make my way across, though. There we go. Look at me, using ladders. What a wonder. Who'd have thought I would? Hey Jack, good to see you. New VGPR artifact, say thanks. If you have any criticisms of it, do let me know. Because I do plan to maybe get more in the future. But for now, this is the one. I quite like it. Sekur's mentioned he's better at maybe not sat in a chair. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that yourself. I personally think it feels more inviting if it's sat down. It just feels more relaxed. Yeah, if you have any opinions, do let me know. Yeah, we should be fine making this delivery. And then I'm assuming, because this is a distribution center, they will just automatically sign up with my chiral network.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
But yeah, I could also just make a bike. Might be a nicer idea. Or at least getting around some of the more rocky terrain. I don't know, I do like the truck. The truck is nice. I need to see. Because the truck does have a durability, so if I leave it, it's probably just going to sit there until it's eventually out of durability.
You're Sam Porter then? Been expecting you. We were told you'd help with the bot testing too. But before we get to that, let's see how she's doing. Pretty as a picture. Got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, look at you all happy with my parcel. No damage whatsoever. Is this our first delivery of the stream? I think it is. We'll probably see a whole bunch of likes from the bridge link connection thing. The one at the top. Because a lot of people have used my road and other such things. Apparently, anyway. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of points. Who made the art? They are in my Discord server. I would be happy to promote them. I would need to ask if they are fine with me promoting them, however. Or go sharing it. It's someone I found off of Fiverr who I've commissioned before for other stuff. Yeah, this is a lot of points. I'm watching this go up. I think... Yeah, that is more than I expected to get. 21 levels. I'm now a skilled mover. You now make strand contracts with other players. What on earth is a strand contract? Without upgrade, cooperation requests. Ask other players to contribute materials to structures. Right, okay. Now an expert mover. Sync level of other players. I don't know what that means. I still don't know what a strand contract is. But cool! I've leveled up. And I'm now an elite mover. Look at that. No, it's just more likes at level 40. I don't think that's anything I need if I'm now getting more likes. But it's nice to have. It's nice to have.
These bots aren't designed to operate outside the network service area. So let's get the distro center linked up already.
I mean, you might understand what strand type gameplay means. Currently, I don't know what it means, so... yeah, we'll need to see. Yeah, we're connecting to the Wi-Fi. Look at us go. It's a big central area. We never did connect that person who wanted a pizza though, did we? New boots. I'm assuming just more durable. And yeah, now we can build stuff. Hell yeah.
And there it is. I'll start prepping for the tests. You sit tight and wait for HQ to ring.
Much obliged, Sam. Now the bots can enter the final phase of testing. I designed them myself, you know. My hope is that they'll lighten the load a little bit. Unlike human porters, if one goes down, it won't cause a void out. Before the death of Stranding, scientists used to fret over the singularity. The possibility that someone might create an AI smarter than any human. But it never happened. Machines don't cause void-outs. They can't die. They don't have beaches. No matter how far they come, machines will never understand death like we do. And because of that, they'll never truly surpass us. Get on the delivery terminal. I'll walk you through how to use the bots. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things from over here.
Their only claim that we are superior to the robots is that they don't technically die. And therefore, because we can die, we're better? That's not the best, I don't think, in terms of
These
arguments.
autonomous delivery bots are designed to process some orders for you. Simple, run-of-the-mill orders only. Take a look at what's available.
And I get, like, points from sending
Cargo
out my
transported
delivery
by a bot
drones?
is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out.
Okay, it has a projected post-delivery damage. Which, I mean, that looks to be fine. I'll send it out, because I think that's what it wants me to do. I would like to make more road. Right. It's just like a pair of legs. That is pretty cool, I quite like that. It's just making music to itself. I like that, that's cool.
Now we wait for the delivery bot to reach its destination. As of today, there's just one, but if the test succeeds, we'll move ahead with mass production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to slap together another delivery bot for field testing. You can decide how to use this one. Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back and beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too. Head for the private room. Go on.
Am I being forced into a private room? I think I am. I want to build a road. Please, game, let me build a road. Okay, no roads for us. That's a shame. We're naked on the beach this time. Normally you bring stuff with you. Other than that necklace, of course. And I've been in the bath too long, my hands are all wrinkly. She's using my shower. It's the weirdest thing to do when you break into someone's private room. But why am I being creepy about it?
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you? Way my dad made it sound, we were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and I didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You tell me then.
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind.
She was able to teleport
So I did
out.
everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the city. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now? I'll be there for you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
Right. Wow, that seems a bit odd that she'd do all of that without ever learning anything. I don't know if I fully trust her yet, but it's good to know a bit more of her story at least. So it seems she's using us, and I'm not sure how willing she would be to throw us away. That's my current concern. Yeah, for a moment, just have a nice hearty breakfast of monster energy. It's yeah, I'm sure it's a healthy diet. I don't think we've seen him eat anything other than those weird little floaty bugs and monster energies, so I'm sure he's doing well. I'm sure he's doing all fine. Yeah, you all good, child? I'm gonna go poke your container.
Oh.
Yeah, he seems happy. That's good. That's good. Well, with that, leave the private room. I want to build a bridge. Or presumably the rest of the bridge up to that auto paver. That's going to be a bit of a pain to get done. It will be worth it. Someone has used the road I've built.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
I'm getting called
Sam,
again. Okay.
Check the terminal for available orders.
Yeah, I was probably going to do that. I'll not lie, but that sounds like something I would do. Thanks for telling me, game. I don't get why it constantly tells you to do stuff. It does get on my nerves. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, exit the terminal. We're gonna get. Never mind. We're not gonna get materials.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Chiral network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success.
Yeah, you're right, Seeker.
Got another one prepped for you to use. Take you with my thanks.
I do not get to do stuff. I am not autonomous. Do get to fabricate equipment, which would just be new boots for now. I think we're fine. What's the difference between all of these covered skeleton types? I'm thinking it's probably just colour. I'm tempted to make a reverse strike without the battery. I think it is going to be useful for getting the auto pavers set up. But do I need it right now? Probably not right this second. Think.
One more thing, Sam.
Oh, never mind.
A new delivery type has been added to the
I'm
terminal.
not allowed to think,
Your
apparently.
hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
I might do that, but for now, I think it's a lot more important to get the road set up. I was checking what my next thing, main mission-wise, is. It's to go to Weather Station. Cool. Now that I know what that is, I think I'm going to ignore it, is what I was going to say before. I am instead going to be taking a whole lot of probably ceramics and metal. Can I carry like all of that at once? I'm not going to take too much, but I'm going to take a lot. So I think, yeah, it is going to be the same size of container regardless. If I stick those on my back, I don't want to overweigh myself, so I'm planning to grab some materials from the truck that I've left just down from the kind of auto paver. But I want to be at least a little bit more mobile.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this set up all on my own. It did want an awful lot of materials. But I'm connected to the chiral network. Which means I'm now a lot safer in terms of being able to power up my truck. And hopefully also safer in terms of delivering stuff to the auto paver. So we'll see. We'll see. At the very least, other people have got stuff they've set up. So if there's like a convenient way up, I'll now know of it. However, it's not looking like for us. I'm expecting the next patch of roads just to lead to the crest of this hill. I don't think it's going to go all the way down to where I am now. It should be a bit of a shame, but probably expecting a lot much of how short these lengths of roads seem to be. Like, if I expected it to cross over to, like, the bottom of this river or something, that'd be asking for too much.
Like that.
And this has slightly regenerated its energy. Cool. Yeah, more importantly, I would like more ceramics. Carry on my back. I would like... Can I carry any more on my back? No, I cannot. Carry all of that for now. I'm not trusting carrying stuff by hand when I need to potentially climb over rocks. Because I feel they would rather not be carrying stuff by hand while clambering up like that. Judging by this alleged footpath, I think I know exactly where the road's going to lead. It doesn't strike me as a footpath, this. It strikes me as it has been well travelled for a reason. Hello, auto paver. Please, take my resources. I can't donate that in bulk, because I need to give a set amount. Overfills on ceramics. That's fine. I think, yeah, a lot of people seemingly got to this while I was resting up inside. We should just need a little bit more metal. How much was it exactly? Oh, oh god.
You can now submit upgrade requests for structures. If there's one you use a lot, you should definitely consider it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I would have probably figured that out. I need another 300 metal. Not quite 280. But yeah, 300 metal. How much do I have down here? Yeah, definitely 300. That's fine. Let's make my way down. I don't think I need to move my car. I think even if the road does build over it, we'll be fine. Yeah, select them, put them on my back. That is fine. That's all we're needing. And then this is built. I do think my priority is likely to be build roads, more so than do deliveries. Simply because, I mean, you get likes for building roads anyway, which is good. And if I do go to delivery, and there's a big road that helps me, then I would argue that's pretty nice to have. Right, let's top this off. Add material, confirm. Yep, I'm delivering slightly more than it wants, but we're fine. Builds the road seemingly more over to the left than I thought it would. Yeah, that is a bit I care about. Having that little connection there is going to be lovely. And... huh. It did build down. I don't think it took my vehicle into consideration properly, I'm not going to lie. Can I get this back? Or is this just done for at this point? I'm expecting this to fall immediately, but I don't know if it will. Yeah, hut exactly. Right, I can only go down, I think. I didn't think it would go this far down immediately, Secker, after how disappointing the last one was. But, after skidding around like that and upsetting my own ladder, I think we're fine. Oh, my ladder is fully gone. The truck is not very happy. I think I can make it back to the road in time. Just need to be very conservative. God damn it. I blame the game for that one. I blame the game. I feel it could have given that to me. It recharges over time. And yeah, the ladder, a tragic casualty. And the probably more valuable bridge. But it will be missed. It will be missed. Now I'm thinking I could just wait for this to charge, and I think it is probably more worthwhile. I don't know how quickly it charges, but considering I need to move like maybe 2 meters.
The battery's dead.
Does it just not move at all while the battery's dead? Right. That's quite upsetting. I made it this close. This close. Did I get to see where the next auto paver is? I would assume from the angle it goes at, it's going to be down here somewhere. It's not telling me where. I think I do genuinely need to build a little pylon to power this. Not a post box, not an entire bridge, not a watchtower, a generator. There we go.
Let's do this.
Feels like a waste. But it's very much going to be worth it. All I need to do is get this back online. Which while I wait, can I just check my truck's... Yeah, my truck's doing fine in durability.
Construction complete.
Yeah, now I'm charged back up. There we go. That was upsetting, but I'm glad I managed to recover the truck.
Bridges ID. Verifying
Does it
ID.
charge while on the road?
Weapons detected. All
Or does it just
weapons
not
will be
consume
locked.
power?
All
I
clear.
don't know.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I'm trying to tell if power is going up. I think it is. It's hard to tell when in the vehicle.
Right on.
I'm also not entirely convinced when out of it. Let's go charge up at some of these like generators back here
Weapons
quick.
restrictions lifted.
Because I am convinced it's actually charging. I think it just negates power consumption. There we go. Fully charged. Yeah, batteries will not be used when on the grid, is what it says.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
I then head down here.
Decontaminating suit.
I'm gonna stock up on a whole bunch more materials. I'm gonna go to build more road. So I do think that is the way forward. Building roads is useful. There's no way this isn't close enough to the terminal. So I should be able to load it up correctly. Do just take whatever ceramics they have. Take one of them. Take a whole bunch of metals, so I will. Well, I'll maybe take it in 2 loads. Just in case I don't need quite the like increment I think I do. Let's claim all of this. Load it all onto my vehicle. Then call it a day. Good stuff. Do I have a delivery? I could send the robot out. Be signed orders. Okay, cool. If I want it to go back to Lake Knot City, even with the road, it apparently will have 21% damage. How? I don't know. I'm gonna send it on this mission though. Although Craftsman would be quicker. You know what? Send the Craftsman his stuff. I just want to see what this gets you. Does it get you likes now that the test run's been completed? I would assume so. Hi, Ghosty. Good to see you. I think I saw you follow last stream, but I don't think I caught you sending a message. Lovely to see you. I'm glad you've returned. Yeah, we are building bridges. Because bridges are useful. Yeah, I'm assuming it's maybe not always going to get me bridges over like rocky terrain. But no, these roads are lovely. I'm glad I'm able to make them.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, judging by the angle that road goes at, I'm assuming this isn't the final destination, because I'm seeing an auto paver right there. I have a feeling, yeah, this is a lot closer than I thought it would be. So maybe I can get a lot more materials in. Oh, also paver. Yeah, you're literally right outside. Can I just select all of my metal and donate all of that in one go? Yeah, I can. Really? I could probably top it up with all of my Chiral crystals as well, but I'll need to do that separate from all of them. Because I'm happy donating all of those crystals. That's tons. I'm going to need to stock up on more though. Do you see what you were meaning earlier? Second, like a few streams back. And you said, I'm going to need a lot of those. But yeah, we very much need ceramics. I'm going to keep an eye out for that while we do whatever it is we'll be doing.
Yeah.
Would I want to go steal materials from elsewhere to bring out with me to here? Possibly, actually, yeah. I'd argue that might actually be more useful than just waiting for stuff to restock or improving my relationships so I get more materials available. Because I don't know, can I check the stock of materials on the map? Like yeah, if I look at this, I can see we've got 100 metal, 60 resin. Got like some crystals and whatnot. Don't care so much about that.
Weapons detected. All weapons
So yeah, we're gonna head back to the Craftsman who... Actually, I should just check on the map. I'll see where I'm headed. Because Craftsman, you're on the road. You have plenty of metal. How much metal do I need? Not much. I need 300. 300's fine. We can grab that easily. If I go all the way back to Lake Knot City, they've got 1,000 ceramics. How much do I need for ceramics? More than 1,000. Jesus. That's a lot. Okay. I think I can make that trip. I think I'm happy to do that. I'm going to grab as many ceramics as I can. Metals, I'm assuming someone else will be able to deliver the last of. Since people do seem to still be playing this game other than me. It's a little surprising. Yeah, as a shout actually, Ghosty, as a shout. The mule camps do seem to have a lot, and there's likely another post box out in that marshland somewhere. So we found one of their post boxes, and I'm not convinced that was the only one they had. However, that one didn't actually have much materials, it was more the mules themselves. So it could be an idea going back to the kind of main base off there to the right somewhat. Or maybe the one actually that's closer to Lake Knot City. Because I've not really poked around in that one. But it did seem quite big. And, I mean, now that I've got a bowler gun, I can most certainly go in and just shoot the crap out of all of them, you know? I might make another bowler gun or two, though, if I'm doing that, because it only has 16 shots. And when I first went there, I don't know how many people there were, but there were a lot. And I mean, I do have 2 bowler guns on me, but one of them's a level 2. That level 2 I'm wanting to reserve for more dangerous situations, I want to say. Because it's usable against BTs. Each camp has a preferred material. Huh. So if I find one that likes ceramic, I can get a whole bunch of ceramic. Does it show that on the map, or is that just from exploring? I'm assuming just you find that when you go into a camp, what they have and you need to remember. That is useful to know. That's very useful to know. Because yeah, being able to essentially farm the mule camps, get resources, that's nice. I mean, I'll not check the map while driving, because I'm already heading for ceramics. I can easily enough make a stop off the river mule camp here to Lake Knot. But yeah, I think I am going to poke my head down there. There's a man down there who didn't seem to have anything too useful. I can do a scan, look around slightly. It's not the most helpful looking around. It's not actually telling me a lot of their cargo. They're a bit too far away. There are a lot of them. I think with a bowler gun, I might just do exactly that. I think mule camps are right now. I'll need to see how much I can actually fit in my truck. Because it doesn't really say what its weight capacity is. If I knew what its weight capacity was, I would be a lot happier in grabbing materials from mules, because it'd be a shame to grab a whole bunch, have to leave it behind, and then it all just disappears because I go too far away. Yeah, try and park up here. We'll do a quick parking job. There we go, that's good enough. I think I can still get into the terminal. Right? Am I technically too close and it doesn't want to pop up? Okay. I'm too close. That's fine. Move slightly farther out. There we are. Yeah, that's happier now. So, claim materials. We mostly care about the ceramics. I mean, I'm slightly on the left. It's fine, it's fine. I would like to take it all, if I can. That is a lot. I'm going to say that is enough for now. Try and load it all onto the truck. And it all goes on. Okay, confirm. I need 300 metal. Grab you. Grab you. Confirm. Can I fit this onto a truck? Yes. And yes. Hell yeah. Right. Well, ceramic's gonna be an odd one to get a hold of now. But if I can get it all from mules, that'd be lovely. There's also the fact other players are able to donate materials. I don't know how likely that is to happen. But there is very much chance I get back-to-back paver over in... I can't remember the name of distribution centre. Whatever the distribution centre is. It might just be getting fully built from me making this one delivery. That's the hope. That is the hope. Do I want to beat up the mules right this second? It would possibly save a trip. I mean... Can they really touch me if I'm up here? Like, at all? I don't know, but there are a lot of them down there. I slow down. Container repair spray, climbing anchors, I think metals I'm seeing on one of them. Yeah, no, that's mostly metal. I'm just gonna leave them be. I can come back later. But for now, they're very angry. So, yeah, I'll leave them be. There's a good chance they have ceramics. But I'm not sure if we actually need any more. So it does depend on what other people are adding to this kind of paver. And especially when it's one as accessible as this, I'm not thinking it's going to be very difficult for people to get this next bit of road made. Next patch is not going to be difficult. What is surprising how much more that last paver made compared to like that first one I finished off. So you can see from these kind of lines that appear in the road, like I'm assuming that's one there. That is where the road would have stopped before. Which meant it went from there probably to... Is that an auto paver down below? Yes. It would have gone to that one, which should then have led to, I think, just over here, where it connects with the land. Yeah, somewhere around here. There would have been that one patch of road. It wasn't huge, but then went from there, seemingly, to this paver, which then would have built from that all the way to this piece. Which, I don't know if this is part of the auto paver. I might have built this bit as well. I'm not sure, because that's just connected to the craftsman. Yeah, that then connected up to... Yeah, do this bridge. Leading to this guy, and then to immediately here. Which then let this paver do... Yeah, this one just seems like it's got a kind of bad hand that's been dealt to it.
Still got it.
It's a really crap bit of bridge it built. It didn't even connect to anything. It just went here. And that was it. It's like this next one went from that but just there. All the way over to the distribution centre. Which is a huge amount in comparison. So I guess not all pavers are built the same. So we're just better. Is that lost cargo for distribution centre? Sorry, I'm gonna go back for that. Rare miniature cars.
Okay.
I mean, I can grab it. There's no harm in taking this. It's literally right outside. There we go. Don't punch, drive the vehicle. There we go. Yeah, drive on up. Where we are going to immediately be ignoring that, as we want to go to the auto paver. Hello, auto paver. I've got a lovely delivery for you. Seemingly not quite enough to finish it off. We do need more ceramics. But it's a good amount. It is a very good amount. Excess metal by 2 is fine. Yeah, that's a lot of likes as well. You would find somehow 680 ceramics. I do think that mule camp's my best bet. Would I want to bring the truck to mule camp? Possibly. Possibly. But I'll deliver the lost cargo first, and I'm going to make, assuming there's enough material, another bowler gun. Otherwise I can make do with my current stuff. Just quickly get my vehicle turned around. Gonna head out fine in just a second. Although I have some lost cargo for you, does that make you happy enough that you would give me more materials? I hope so. I'm doubtful, it's not much.
So you made it. I gotta hand it to you. Not many guys out there who can do what you do.
Yeah, that barely made a difference. It's worth trying. You know what? A whole bunch of points and miscellaneous for adding those materials in. That's probably worth it, right? Getting miscellaneous up early is especially nice. If it's just delivering materials, that's not bad.
Good work. New order available. Please
Don't
access delivery
punch, I
terminal
want to access the
for further.
terminal. There we go. Right. Materials, we don't really have enough to do anything. If I recycle stuff, does it tell me how much I'd get? It does. And none of it seems to make... Yeah, none of it's making any ceramics. Take on more orders. I'm fine for that. Fabricate equipment. If I want a level 1 bowling gun. A limiting thing here would be metal for level 2, but I don't want a level 2. So that's fine. But one of these. I just want this to be on my back for now. We're going to go hunt down some mules. That's a good idea, doing that to get ceramics. Is it the most efficient? I don't know. When none of the camps really have ceramics, maybe. I went to the Elder. He'd have 400 is fine. Stop it at the engineer. Okay, take out the mules. If they have enough, brilliant. If they don't, go to the engineer. That is a plan. I think it's quite a good plan. All in all. Because I don't see that not working out.
Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I like this. I've actually gone out with a plan for once. Somewhat rare I'll do that. I think I've got enough power. We should be fine. Yeah, I think take out the ones near probably Lake Knot City is my best move. So I've not investigated them before. I did very much rough up the other main camp I've come across.
Keep on keeping on.
So I don't know if they would have really recovered much. Although I didn't take materials before, because I didn't really see the point in them. So maybe we would still have materials. Could be worth stopping in at, just over there, at some point. For now, I don't think I need to. But I'll consider it. It depends how good this next patch of bridge is. Apparently new young drivers, yes, are driving to run out of fuel too scared to refuel themselves. I mean, I think some states in America, legally, you're not allowed to refuel yourself. You need to go to a petrol station or gas station, and an attendant has to fill your car. I'm not entirely sure where that is a thing in America, but I think a few states that is a thing. Where you're not allowed to fill up your own car. But I mean, with the prices, I can't say I blame them really for not wanting to be filling their own cars up. That's a little bit scary, isn't it? Yeah, I think most places don't have an attendant, but some places they do, and you cannot legally refuel your car. Which strikes me as a bit odd. I'm gonna slow down here, because I think once we get near the end of this bridge, we've got mules to worry about, so let's just do a ping. Yeah, there's some up ahead. It's not seeming too bad. Yeah. So I am technically in mule territory. Got a couple up there. Got a mule postbox there and there. I bet you there's another one somewhere, like around the edge here. Possibly up that way, but I'd be less optimistic on that one. But yeah. I get out my card. Are they currently scanning me? Are they moving towards me? I don't know. Let's get my gun ready. Yeah, that's their beacon, I think, just up there. That yellow thing. So as I pass by that, they'll be aware of me. I think, for as much as I can, try not to bother them. Just go down here. Okay, I am now being pinged. Since I'm over the crest of this hill, we ought to be probably mostly fine. If I hide in the grass... Who's coming towards me? There's man with metal over there. Is he actually coming towards me? Even if for whatever reason I'm able to do it. It's not driving, so I'm driving to run out of fuel. Yeah, running out of fuel... I mean, you need to get, like, some kind of rescue service to get your car and yourself. So I feel that's not really a better alternative. If you're worried in terms of, like, money. Yeah, we got him. That is a silent takedown. Assuming we can then get up to him and give him a swift kick to... I'm assuming stomach? Like, where are we kicking? Possibly his balls. It's hard to say. Must get a fine if you're on out of fuel. Okay. I'll need to keep that in mind if I'm ever going to Brazil. We've got a level 2 bullet gun down there. Well, that's fancy. Let's avoid rear tendrils slightly. Postbox down here. If I'm stealthy, I can probably do something with that. In fact, not all of these guys have stuff on them I can take. It does make me think I'm not always going to know where they are. That's 2 gone. I don't know if they alerted their friends over there. Let me give you a swift kick. There you go. They're pinging in yellow, which I think means they're suspicious. I did get a knockout on you. run away slightly. There's not really any cover. There's like a slight bush I can sit in. I don't think I'm hidden to any degree. Let's just get ready. Right, travel time is a lot longer than I thought, but we did guess it. He looks to still be struggling, so I do need to go give him a swift kick to the groin. As is standard procedure, I assure you. It's what we train all porters to do in bridges. I really am just kicking him in the balls. Feel bad. That is quite a hefty kick as well from the sound. Yeah, I'll go back for that other post box in a little bit. For now, whole lot in there. It's pretty much all metal aside from a tiny bit of ceramics. Let's take out him. Is he gone? Yeah, that was a headshot. He's actually unconscious. I'm doing fine. He's skirting around the outside. There is, I believe, the one man over there with the ladder. Someone else with some metal, so I think has spotted me. To at least a small degree. He's not wanting to approach, so just take out him. There's a man over there who is now running. He is no longer running. Yeah, we got an actual knockout on the first one. Second one, maybe it wasn't as clean a shot, but a swift kick will fix that issue. Got some ceramics. Stick that on my back. Be careful, because I'm not sure if there's anyone else. Immediately no. It's mostly metals. Not seeing anyone. I'm seeing what looks almost like a path going up this way. I don't think it leads to anything. So I'll leave it alone. For now, unlock for post box. No one's coming up from my side. We get more ceramics. Carry that on my back. Would I take a level 2 gun? It comes with 25 shots. Is that better than ammo capacity in this? Yeah, it's an extra 10 shots. I mean, the one I've been using I can just get rid of, right? Yeah, just offload that. I might as well just take level 2. In fact, there's more shots I wasn't aware of. Do I need new boots or anything? Probably not. Do I want to return this to Lake Knot City? Not really. I think that's all. Yeah, that would be 240 ceramics, I believe. I think it was 3 containers of 80 we found. So I'm hoping the other post box has some more for us. I don't need to be crouching, I think we are safe now. It's not giving me somewhat ominous music, so I'm not 100% certain. But I think we're safe. I hope we're safe. Right, unlock this. Do we have just a lot of ceramic in here? We have none. More stuff for Lake Knot City. It's tempting, but I'm not going back there at the moment. That's not something I care about. Although it could give me a better bike. But no, I don't care. There's a meme in Brazil. How much fuel costs? There we go. My gas station, I always put 10 bucks of fuel in it. Yeah, that's an understandable one, honestly. Yeah. I think 240 ceramics. If you go by the engineer in our truck, we should have enough. Let's leave that be. Run back here for my truck. Where is the engineer? He's over that way, I think? Can't quite see, but I think that little bit poking up there is him. Yeah, that looks to be him. If that wasn't, I would be amazed. I'm actually quite speedy on this road if I'm just scrolling. No, don't punch. I want to use the cargo menu. There we are. All of you, onto the truck. Then me, also onto the truck. Just head briefly down here. Where... yeah, this guy has a lot of ceramic. I have 240. I need... is it 680? So I still need 440. Yeah, that adds up. Cool, I know what I'm doing. I would like to... I can collect my delivery box. Okay. Yeah, it's been mildly damaged. Fair enough. He's delivered a lot of it, though. There we go. Whole bunch of likes. Only rated A. But technically, I didn't do that. I'll also get an achievement for using the robot. That's cool, I guess. Okay, with that, that's just free stuff. It's not a lot of stuff, so it is free. The engineer, I could take a whole bunch of metals. You know what? Yeah, go do that. Off you go, robot.
Deploying
Go.
autonomous
Do
delivery
your
bot.
job. Poor guy, we have given him a lot of metal to carry. I do like how he just makes music to himself. I don't know if you can actually come across him walking to their destination. I'm assuming you could. Yeah, more importantly, I would like to claim materials. I would like to claim ceramics. You know what? That about adds up. Can I get to adding up better? I technically could, yeah. I needed, what was I said a second ago? 440. I can get exactly that. Add up all of them. Confirm. Here we are. I'm not allowed to put them on my truck because I parked too far away, but that's fine. Just briefly optimize my cargo. There we are. They've stolen your materials to go build a road. Goodbye, Mr. Engineer. I'm enjoying building roads. I don't know what part of this is, like, entertaining to me, but I'm enjoying it. Maybe I was just built to be a civil engineer, you know? Maybe that's my true calling in life. Although I'm not sure Meals would argue I'm very civil. I do kind of just launch bolas at them from a distance. I mean, they're not civil anyway, so that's fine. That's fine. I'm just returning the same level of civilness to them. I'm so glad I've got this truck though. I'm gonna have to just probably keep this truck in reserves so that I can do any material deliveries for pavers. Because the bike's good for manoeuvrability in areas where there's not a road. I don't think I'd be able to take a truck into a lot of these places. I mean, it's lovely for how much you can carry. I'm not sure quite how much a bike can carry without the extended battery life, but presumably not as much. I'm glad to see people are actually using my roads as well. Like, that is a cool thing to just spot happening. Being scanned by mules again, but it doesn't matter. They're too far away.
Keep on keeping on.
I do feel these people putting down signs in the road are getting a lot of use out of them in terms of gaining likes. So I might do that as well. I might also put down some signs. I mean, it doesn't hurt, does it? Just gets me more likes. Although I'm still not entirely sure what the whole bridge affinity system does. So maybe I won't bother. I'm still getting plenty from just having the roads down, so you know what, yeah. I'm not going to bother with putting any signs down. It's fine. Nah, this game's fun. The fact that I've spent about 2 hours driving around making roads and I've enjoyed it, it says a lot about the game, doesn't it? Why have I found it entertaining? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't say. Yes, I have. Yeah, let's get this done. And then I'll call the stream after that, I think. Because I have stuff to get to. Hello, I would like to rebuild roads. Yeah, I'm not delivering in excess. It is as much as they wanted before, so we're fine. Follow that. How big is this next piece of road? I'm hoping it's a reasonable length. But it's going into territory I haven't been. I have a sneaking suspicion that road ends in midair. I don't know if I can turn around easily on my bike, so I'm just going to go for a little sprint and just see. Because so far, this is looking really useful, going all the way over here. But I have a sneaking suspicion it ends just here. No, it does actually go past the crest. It goes down there to somewhere we can drive. That is lovely. That is lovely. I might as well run along to the actual auto paver. At least get it marked for myself. But no, I honestly thought that was going to be a useless patch of road. I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's got use. God, it wants 3,000 ceramics. Yeah, I'm not able to do that. Not anytime soon. For now, I head on back. No, we are making some solid progress with this. The fact that I could probably actually drive along a decent chunk of that riverside over there. That makes this a good road. This one's infuriating. So I just need a lot of materials for not a lot of work. I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. For now, though, I think we've got a lovely view from here for finishing out. Look at that lovely rainbow. I'm sure that is not a menacing sign in this post-apocalyptic future. Yeah, I believe we want to head next time down there. What's actually down there? I'm not sure. I think that little bit with the lights might be mule stuff. I think that over there is where the delivery was for, if I'm remembering. I'm not certain, though. I'm not certain. It's either that or it is related to potentially over there. However, I'm noticing that is what looks to be a bottomless chasm. So I'm very glad there is a bridge. I don't know if I'd trust a ladder over that. That might be a little worrying. Yeah. Our truck's done us good. I'm liking this. I'm looking forward to actually being able to build our own truck, rather than just having to steal one. Although stealing it's not that hard. I think with Bola gun, I could quite happily do that. Now, however, that is all. Next time, I'll maybe stop with the road building for a little while. I do feel I should do some more of the missions. At least until I need the road again. Only to see if there's particularly a lot of materials that build up while I'm not on. Maybe I'd go do some more road building. If I am just waiting for stuff to replenish, it would make sense to do so while doing other missions. For now though, that's all. I hope you've all enjoyed. I appreciated your company. I will see you all about. Bye for now.